Poison control officials are warning about an over-the-counter supplement that can cause severe adverse effects. On the streets, it's known as gas station heroin.
Next to the energy shots and the scratch-offs, wedged between Funyuns and a cherry slushie, sits a neon packet that promises plant power and mood lift. Just $12. No ID, no pharmacist. But what the sticker doesn't say is that lab tests show that some of these powders hit 15 times harder than morphine.
Everyone from congressional members to state lawmakers are sounding the alarm on what's called gas station heroin. Its troubling ingredient is tianeptine, and anyone can just buy it.
Yes, gas station heroin is real. It's legal, and odds are it's chilling on your nearest corner store shelf right now. In this episode, we're going to explore how a hard drug was able to be bought over the counter and what loopholes are being exploited in our government.
Enjoy thousands of drinks to quench any occasion at Circle K, America's thirst stop.
Walk into any roadside Circle K and you'll find the broken ice machine, the flickering roller grill, and tucked behind the pine tree air fresheners, a locked plexiglass case that glows like a vape shop shrine. Inside, names like Zaza Red, Tiana, Pegasus. And if you ask the clerk what it does, chills you out, bro. People take it after work. He should have said, it's a drug. The tricyclic antidepressant that tickles the exact same receptors as heroin. He definitely skipped the part where poison control calls have increased threefold in the last 3 years. Instead, he tapped the tiny sticker, not for human consumption. Translation? Perfectly legal to sell, but totally your fault if you swallow it.
So-called gas station heroin finding its way into stores around the country.
See these little gas stations right here? These are the places they would sell them.
Keystone Labs is the only drug screening lab in North Carolina and one of just a handful in the nation offering the tianeptine testing. The lab supplies drug tests to clients in North Carolina, the upstate, and parts of Tennessee.
Take Steven's story, for example. We met in a Waffle House parking lot south of Nashville. The air reeked of burnt coffee and fryer grease, sticky syrup clinging to the tables. Steven started on Zaza Red after his back screamed from double shifts at an Amazon warehouse. It's like coffee, but better, a coworker said. 2 weeks later, he was popping 5 capsules every 4 hours. Then came the first morning he ran out. Sweat soaking his shirt, skin crawling like bugs were chewing their way out. Panic so loud he could barely hear himself think. He stumbled into the same store, desperate, pawning his laptop for cash just to keep from shaking apart. 6 months later, he was living in his car. The clerk now knew him by name, and Steven had a running tab. The moment he knew it was bad, waking up in the driver's seat, windows fogged, drool crusted on his chin, hugging an empty bottle like a teddy bear. He's 34 days clean now and still has to drive past that same store every time he interviews for a new job.
An update now to a story you saw here on News Channel 5 at 4 o'clock just a couple of weeks ago. A popular drug that could be deadly, and it's being found in places as common as gas stations.
So how does a convenience store keep a drug on the shelf that can drop a grown adult? To answer that, blame a law that's older than dial-up. The Dietary Supplemental Health and Education Act of 1994. Congress wrote this law back when AOL chat rooms felt futuristic, back when nobody could imagine heroin-strength pills at gas stations. Tianeptine isn't federally scheduled, so importers market research chemical, ship it in bulk, and press it into capsules in kitchens nobody inspects. States scrambled to catch up. Alabama banned it in 2022. Michigan followed. Florida in 2023. ER visits in Florida dropped 70% the first 6 months. But drive 2 hours north to Kentucky, and the exact same bottle is back on the rack. New sticker, same powder. The FDA just last month made a statement saying kratom is not appropriate for use as a dietary supplement. Dr. Kanika Turner, ER night shift in Birmingham, pulled last year's stats: 104 tianeptine overdoses, up from 11. Half the patients swore they were taking kratom or some natural mood enhancer. Nationwide, poison centers logged 1,623 exposures in 2023, triple the 2020 count. That's one panicked phone call every 5 hours, every single day. Users arrive agitated, hallucinating, sometimes comatose. Naloxone works, but plenty of EMTs have never heard of tianeptine, so they don't think to jab it. Dr. Turner keeps naloxone taped next to the break room coffee now, just in case.
The products are being marketed as energy shots or cognitive supplements, and they've become known as gas station heroin for their opioid-like effects. The products like Neptune's Fix and Zaza contain tianeptine. It's a drug that's never been approved by the FDA. Companies are able to manufacture products with the drug because supplements don't face the same scrutiny as medications.
I mailed 3 unopened bottles to an independent lab. 2 premium blends came back 98% pure tianeptine sodium. The third, labeled Ultra Enhanced Kratom, had 0 kratom, just straight tianeptine plus a caffeine kick. 12 milligrams per capsule. For perspective, doctors in France prescribe 12.5 milligrams total per day. 1 bottle is a week's worth of opioid firepower in a single swallow.
You're about to learn about a new drug so dangerous you can end up in the hospital. We're talking about Zaza. It's a drug with a component used in some countries as an antidepressant. But for Ashley Harrison, who you're about to meet, it's an over-the-counter nightmare that almost claimed her friend's life.
On the internet, it looks like a joke, until you notice the laughing emojis are sitting next to suicide notes. Scroll Reddit, and you'll find taper schedules swapped like fantasy football picks. On Facebook Marketplace, listings say local pickup only with winky faces. TikTok reviewers rate flavors. Cherries too sweet, but tropical punch slaps. The brands vanish and reskin faster than lawmakers can spell tianeptine. I traced one LLC to a mailbox that now holds vape pens. Website gone. Product never left. Just a new neon pouch. Some are even marketing it as a way to kick a heroin habit. Steven watched the price climb from $9 to $20 in 6 months. Supply stays cheap. No tariffs, no pharmacists, no prescription pad. $20 feeds a day-and-a-half habit, but the math snowballs. $600 a month. And when wallets run dry, some jump to heroin because dose for dose, it's cheaper. There's a bipartisan bill floating in Congress to schedule tianeptine nationwide. The DEA supports the effort, but hasn't hit the emergency button yet. The FDA is stuck sending warning letters to companies that relabel faster than the mail truck. I asked Dr. Turner what she tells friends who ask if the stuff is safe. She laughed, sharp and humorless. If therapy's too pricey, the $12 fix at the gas station will cost you way more. If you've got one of these bottles in your pocket, stop, open your phone, type the name plus withdrawal, and see what pops up. If someone you love is using, grab naloxone. It still saves lives even if the drug's legal. And send this story to the friend who still thinks natural means harmless. And tag your local representative, because most don't even know tianeptine exists until someone collapses at their kid's soccer game. We already paid the tuition for the opioid crisis. Let's not enroll again in the checkout lane. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, go to findtreatment.gov. And if you're not ready to take that step, try our affiliate partner, Private Licensed Therapy you can start from home. They offer a wide range of therapies, and it could be the first step in taking back your health.